So how do you put it all together with your business? Well, there's actually an organization that can help you do it. It's a husband and wife team, Michael and Sylvie Fortin, and they have a company called Success Chef. And I warn you, if you say that word fast, you could get in trouble. All right, we're here with Sylvie and Michael Fortin, and the company is called Success Chef. And the problem is that you have to say it fast, and it comes out with the word sex in it, one way or another.
That wasn't intentional, I assure you.
Okay. What is Success Chef? Explain that.
Well, the gist of it is we knew that every business starting online needs to have a system in place and needs to get it and understand ahead of time what's going to happen. There are literally 1,000 ways to make money online, and it's exciting for the startup entrepreneur, but it can also be terrifying. Because when you're just starting out and you don't know what's coming, and you don't know what the possibilities are, and you don't know how the pieces fit together, we came up with the idea of Success Chef, which basically uses the analogy that all internet marketing, all businesses online, have a simple recipe and a series of ingredients that if you do it in the right order, it will make sense and it will flow and you'll be able to, well, cook a great meal. But if you don't know what the right ingredients are, or you're doing the steps in the wrong order, you end up with a mess in the kitchen. And we felt that this type of analogy made the most sense to real world. Mm-hmm. When you're considering starting up a business, if you don't know what those ingredients are, you can mess up the recipe.
Now this is an outgrowth of a number of your other businesses. So how does that work? Explain the other businesses and how this kind of combines all into one here.
Well, Sylvie's company is all about outsourcing. It's all about actually getting freelance work done for you, customer support, marketing campaigns, product development, and so on and so forth. Mine is copywriting. And what happens a lot of times is when we have clients coming to us, they come to us with a lack of foundation or a lack of proper knowledge of what exactly they need to do, have done, what they want to have done. For example, a lot of people will come to Sylvie and they say, okay, I need a website. And Sylvie will ask them, well, do you have a product yet? No. Did you do your market research? No. What's market research? So, and that's the problem. We've encountered so many clients that came to us asking or begging us to be taught what kind of recipe should they follow, what are all the right ingredients, and in exactly what step, what order that they need to be implemented in order for them to put their businesses on the map and make money and transform their business into hugely profitable machines. And even maybe even going through the process, know if the business will actually be a failure and stopping. So this is what a lot of people lack is a take me by the hand, step-by-step order process, or a step-by-step recipe. And Sylvie and I, this is her brainchild more than mine, but it is a process where people are taught how to go through a series of steps so that they can be assured that whatever they start online will be a total success.
And Sylvie, one of the big things that seems to happen with a lot of businesses, and Michael kind of alluded to it, is you don't do the market research ahead of time. You don't understand that, oh my God, this is not going to sell online. How do you, just in a nutshell, how do you go about doing that?
Well, there are a variety of ways that we do it, but it really can be done in the course of a single afternoon in some instances. And it's simply a matter of listening to what the market is saying. To listen to what the market is saying, you really have to go online and understand what kinds of websites are where people congregate and complain. They complain about losses in their life. They complain about problems in their life, and they're looking for the solution. And if you know where to look and what to look for, you can spot opportunities for new products that haven't been developed yet.
And I have to add to that when they do complain and the kinds of questions they ask, very often they also help you write your copy.
It's true.
And find your solutions. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
Okay. Let me ask you as far as investment of time, because there will be people out there who think, oh, this is just turnkey. It's not necessarily turnkey, but it's certainly a system that you can build on. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. Well, there are a variety of ways. Just like you can be a beginner chef and just cooking craft dinner, or you can be an advanced chef with a full gourmet meal. There are just as many different types of business models. So some can take a little bit of time to start up, grow, and do all the right steps, and others can take months, and it depends on what it is.
Exactly.
So we outline in Success Chef what your options are, what a variety of things that you can do. And again, when you're the analogy is, if you're a beginner chef, you follow a recipe to the letter. You don't vary from it. If the recipe says a pinch of salt, you just put a pinch of salt because you don't want to risk making a mistake. But as you grow more experienced, you start to realize that ingredients are also interchangeable, and you can have more fun in your kitchen. The idea for any online business where you're making your living, as we do, exclusively online and getting wealthy, is to have a variety of recipes and have a variety of interchangeable meals. And to do that, you need to understand what your options are. A lot of people get into this thinking that there's really only one way. They might get into it using eBay marketing, for example. They want to sell products on eBay, or just affiliate marketing, or creating an ebook, or doing audios. I mean, all these different components are many different ways. But if you don't understand what those different options are, you might miss something that could be your wealth winner.
So in other words, learn the rules so you can break the rules later, and this way you have a lot more to touch upon. Okay, investment of time, investment of money. If somebody's saying, geez, I'm really interested in this, and I am willing to work, what are they looking at as far as time and money to get themselves started?
Well, in Success Chef, Sylvie made a great analogy about the different kinds of meals that you can actually go through. There's the TV dinner, the microwavable TV dinner, all the way to family restaurant or fast food, and a family restaurant, then fine dining. So if you think about in that analogy and applying it to an internet business, some of them require less than $100 of investment and can make money as quick as it's just a few days. Literally, I mean, you can literally register a domain, set up a website, and start promoting an affiliate product and make money right away. But if you go towards the gourmet fine dining and you have a business, it could take you several months. And I don't want to mislead people, making them think that it's going to be overnight. But those several months can turn to literally millions of dollars. And I'm emphasizing that because we have many clients. I mean, Sylvie is actually known in this business as the millionaire maker, and with good reason, because many of her clients have become millionaires under her wing. So it depends. It depends on how hungry you are. If you're really not hungry and you need food right away, there's a TV dinner. But if you're willing to wait a little bit and then absorb and devour and savor a beautiful meal that might be very expensive, it might take some time to prepare, the choice is up to you.
When you're saying that you can create millionaires, what are some of the expenses? Or I'm looking more for the number, because of the people out there who are saying, okay, yeah, I'd love to make $1 million, but do I need to put $1 million in to make $1 million right off the bat? What's the answer to that?
To answer that, the best way is to kind of take you back to the beginnings of Workaholics for Hire. When I started out, I was on welfare. I had zero to invest. And I employed a strategy of reinvesting early profits. I set up a system where I might have only made a few $100s the first thing I did. But instead of just spending that at the amusement park, I turned around and I put it back into my business. Over the course of the many years that I've been in business, we've invested a great deal, but it's all been out of the profits that came from the company. And I'm a firm believer that you never go broke or take a gigantic risk. When you run an offline business, this is a great way to put it. When you have to start up a business, you typically have to get venture capital or some kind of loan or some kind of upfront huge investment starting at $50,000 and moving up from there. The internet is exciting because you don't need to do that. You can set up small business systems that maintain themselves completely passively and will continue to make you money, so that you can invest in what you really want to do, which is your big exciting business that you've had in mind, your passion for profits. And that is the smarter way to do it. Instead of spend a lot of money and hope it works, it's invest a little bit, be certain it works, and reinvest early profits. That's my strategy. I don't gamble. I don't play the slot machine. I don't gamble with my business, and I certainly don't gamble with our client's business.
Sylvie and Michael, thank you so much.
Thanks, John.
And again, that was Michael and Sylvie Fortin. The company is SuccessChef.com. If you're interested, just go to my website, which is realmoneyshow.com.